Hey everyone, it's Saturday, September 13th, 2025, and welcome to a special in-depth episode. Today we're zooming in on one high-stakes immigration story that's already drawing a lot of attention in tech and legal circles. A federal class action against Tesla alleging deliberate preference for H-1B visa workers over U.S. citizens in hiring, firing, and promotions, all in a bid to cut labor costs. This episode is intentionally focused on one narrative because the implications reach beyond one company, touching on wage dynamics, citizenship status, and the way big tech staff planning may shape opportunity for thousands of workers across the industry. We'll unpack what the plaintiffs allege, the evidence they cite, and what the case could signal about hiring practices, visa dependency, and wage pressure in high-skill fields. I want to take you through the timeline, the players, and the possible paths this could take in court and in policy conversations. So let's dive in and give this story the full, methodical treatment it deserves. To start, the core of the story, a proposed federal class action filed in September 2025 in the U.S. District Court for the Northern District of California. The plaintiffs, two U.S. citizens, software engineer Scott Taub and human resources specialist Sophia Brander, claim Tesla systematically favors H-1B visa holders in technical roles, affecting hiring, firing, and promotions. Taub says one role was described to him as H-1B only. Brander says she was denied interviews for two jobs that matched her qualifications after it became clear she did not need visa sponsorship. The suit argues this isn't a few isolated cases, but a pattern that suppresses wages for similarly qualified citizens by leveraging the cost dynamics of visa-dependent workers, who may accept lower compensation or have reduced bargaining power. The plaintiffs also lean on Tesla's publicly available data to support their theory. They cite Tesla's 2024 staffing data, noting the company reportedly hired around 355 H-1B workers that year, while simultaneously laying off more than 6,000 employees, with the majority of those laid off believed to be U.S. citizens. The plaintiffs argue this juxtaposition reflects a systemic preference rather than episodic hires. The complaint also points to a December 2024 social media post by Elon Musk, praising the H-1B system as crucial to building companies like Tesla and SpaceX, suggesting a broader corporate philosophy that could buttress the staffing priorities described in the suit. On public reporting, VisaVerge has noted Tesla's position as a sizable sponsor of H-1B visas, which helps contextualize why any ruling here could ripple through the pipeline of tech talent and visa policy. So how did we get here and why now? Tesla's rapid scale-up in recent years, especially in software, AI, and advanced manufacturing, created a complex sourcing environment, U.S. experts in high-demand tech fields, and a global pipeline of visa-dependent workers. The plaintiffs frame this as a cost-driven strategy that uses visa sponsorship as a lever to suppress wages and tilt opportunities toward H-1B holders. The defense, of course, would argue that visa programs are essential to meeting specialized talent needs, that hiring decisions are merit-based and compliant with law, and that any observed disparities reflect broader market dynamics rather than intentional discrimination. At this stage, Tesla has not filed a response in court, and the case is in its early stages. So much of the strength of the claims will hinge on how the data is interpreted, what internal policies exist, and what evidence emerges through discovery. What's at stake beyond this single case? If the court finds merit in systemic bias, it could prompt stricter oversight of H-1B practices, influence employer sponsorship policies, and potentially alter wage-setting dynamics across tech companies with large visa programs. Conversely, a procedural setback for the plaintiffs could reinforce the status quo of visa-dependent hiring pipelines in fast-growing sectors. For workers, whether citizens or visa holders, these dynamics affect career mobility, salary trajectories, and the perceived fairness of hiring processes. The broader conversation touches on immigration policy, labor market regulation, and the ongoing tension between incentivizing innovation and protecting domestic work opportunities. As we look ahead, the case may map out the kinds of evidence that will matter: internal job postings, interviews, and the treatment of candidates across roles, pay bands, and career progression. It may also hinge on careful interpretation of 2024 staffing data and how that data is normalized across shifts in workforce size and layoffs. We'll be watching for how Tesla responds, what facts come to light through discovery, and how judges weigh claims of citizenship-based discrimination against the backdrop of complex visa regimes. In the end, this isn't just about one company's hiring practices. It's about how we balance the goals of talent-driven growth with fair opportunity for all workers, regardless of immigration status. Thanks for listening through this deep dive. If you want more context data and ongoing updates as this case unfolds, VisaVerge.com will be following developments closely and breaking down new filings, rulings, and policy implications as they emerge. I'm your host, and I'll be back with more analysis on what this means for workers, employers, and the immigration landscape as a whole.